Number two, they buy data. I can tell you, somebody would rather have data than having food. If you give James right now 5,000 and he does not have data, and you tell him you go and eat, he will first prefer to buy data before he buys food. But at the end of the day, what are you going to return from that data? There is nothing apart from just seeing somebody who was dancing, seeing a lady who was half naked. Are we together? So it has promoted a lot of idle minds. Okay, a lot of idle minds are on social media. That's number one. Number two, there is now a lot of immorality, and people are attracted to it. You know, if you start content on social media and you're just there advising people, encouraging people, you know, talking to them about the word of God and encouraging, there are very few young people, there are very few people who will follow you.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to another powerful episode of A Big Conversation. And today we are having a very intelligent man, a very powerful man. We will be discussing the dangerous comfort zone in this modern life. How modern life is quietly weakening the young people. And to discuss this and more, I'm joined by Emma the Great. Is a life coach, a mentor, inspirational speaker, and he's also a powerful public speaker. I want to welcome you, sir. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
Thank you.
Coming here.
Thank you for inviting me, and I'm very excited about this day.
All right, thank you. Maybe if you could say hi to the viewer.
Okay, thank you very much. First, it's a pleasure and an opportunity always to interact with people, especially our young generation out there. The media is now a place for us to talk to people. I am grateful. Like he says, my name is Emmanuel Okia. People prefer calling me Emma the Great, possibly because of my commitments and the things I have been able to do.
Are they the ones preferring? Oh, you are the ones preferring.
No, I was actually given that name. I didn't give it myself. I was given that name. However, I want to thank you for the great work you guys do. I have been following you.
Thank you.
I sincerely want to thank you for the commitment, for the sacrifices, for the efforts, and for all the things you've been able to put together. This does not just happen without so much sacrifice.
Well, before we get into the gist of our discussion, very many people, when they see you like this, they take time, they always debate. Is this the real man we hear on radio? Is this the real man we hear doing counseling? What is the magic behind your brain?
Okay. I don't know how I should put it, but first, there is something I usually love to tell people, that in life, nobody will ever pay you for having a good brain.
Yes, until
in life.
It.
But you can only get a reward of a good brain if you use it intelligently. That's what I usually tell people. When I started working on radio, particularly doing the family program, I had too much passion for communities. And my interest then was to get a platform that can be able to help me to reach out to communities and mostly convey a message of hope, in an attempt to be a beacon of hope. And while I was growing, and even now as I still grow, I have always believed in one thing, that it is not what you don't have that limits you from achieving anything great in life, but it is what you have and you don't know how to use it. And many of the things that I equally encourage people is that we have brains that we do not know how to
use.
So I didn't want to wait to get married for me to begin talking to families, to begin talking to marriages. And I can tell you, my brother Jameson, that when God wants to use you, it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter your level of education, it doesn't matter your age, it does not matter what you have, it doesn't matter who pays your school fees. As long as you define your purpose and you click to it, you will do it. So I started doing marriage counseling out of God's own wisdom and of course experience of growing. I had my own stories as a young person when I was growing?
I was trying to imagine maybe you grew up from a family where your parents used to fight. That's why you understand these challenges and how to navigate through.
Okay, so if they used to fight, then their fight has helped so many people then in the region. But I don't want to begin saying, okay, my parents used to fight. But however, just like any other person, each of us are exposed to different stories and different experiences. I got exposed to mine. And but besides that, there are also inborn gifts that God gives people, that you can do things dangerously more than people who seem to be qualified to do those things.
Well, thank you very much. You have heard from him, and he's a well-traveled personnel. He's also a CEO of Calmac Limited.
Yeah, Calmac Consults.
Calmac Consults. Yes. All right, we want to get into the gist of our discussion tonight, and we are looking at the dangerous comfort zones, how modern life is quietly affecting the young people. And when we talk about the dangerous comfort zone in this modern life, what exactly do we mean under this in this context?
Simple terms, addictions. Okay, but before I get there, there is now the fact we have to appreciate, adapt, and grow with is the rampant shift of how things used to happen then and how things are happening now. And I can tell you, even just from where we are having a conversation right now, 1 or 2 years from now, or even 6 months from now, things are completely going to change. Not worsen, but to change according to how you adapt.
Yes.
A comfort zone is something I have kept on talking, especially young people. When we talk about the modern world, the modern days, the current trends, and the comfort zone, we're simply talking about the things that have just occurred, things that have resurfaced, things that were not there in our early days, and they have now reappeared, and they seem to be dominating our times.
Yes.
So now, this is the question we should be asking ourselves as we understand this topic, that we're talking about the modern comfort zones, okay? What are the things that used to be, that are now present, that used not to be present 7 or 8 years from now? For example, artificial intelligence was present, but not very present as it is right now. TikTok was present, but it is not as it is present now. When we were growing, I remember when I was in P5, the phones that used to trend then were Kabiriti, were Nokia, and BlackBerry. Those were the phones that used to trend. But nowadays, if you don't have a Samsung or you don't have an iPhone, they don't look at you like somebody who has made it.
You're analog person.
Yes. So because of that, you realize that the things young people have shifted their minds on, and the things young people spend their time on nowadays, is not the things that people used to spend their time on then. When we were growing, people used to spend time, like us youth, our free time like this.
Yes.
We would be spending time grazing cattle, achok, okay? Grazing cattle, aitware mucheri osomai, you know, ID kwen, you know, ailoko alurueik. That is what we would be That's what we would be doing. But these days, every small time we have, we want to be on TikTok. Every small time we have, we want to stream. Every small time we have, we want to be on WhatsApp. Every small free time we have, we want to see how did Arsenal perform, how did Manchester United perform. So that is now where the trend and where the things have gone. Now, you realize that even when it has a lot of positivities, it equally comes with a lot of difficulties and a lot of challenges it stands with. I can tell you, my brother, for the fact that everything which is good, as long as it is not well utilized, is bad. When we're having a holiday, which was a festive season, I noticed this with so many families, and I shared it out there, that we are now living with a generation whereby parents pick their children from Kampala to come to the villages for holidays. But when they come to the villages for holidays, every parent travels with a child and acquires a child either a tablet or an iPad or a phone.
Yes.
So when they come back home like this, after having breakfast in the village, everybody is seated on their phone. A
busy.
firstborn is under the other tree.
Mm.
A thirdborn is under the other tree. What are they doing? They are scrolling.
They are scrolling.
So because of that, we as parents are no longer in charge. Okay? We are no longer custodians of the information that our young people consume. Do you know now who talks to our young people? Is you and me.
Yes.
Do you know who talks to our children? Is you and me. So at the end of the day, if wrong people fully gain access to media, then I can tell you our children will fully gain access to wrong information. And that's the danger.
Yes.
Now, if we don't shape that in a way, and that's why I love what you guys do, that even when there is dominance now on social media, let us allow vibrant brains
Yes,
also to dominate,
dominate. Yes.
such that even when we are not here, I don't know if you have a child, but it is possible that 3 or 4 years from now, your child will scroll this on where? On social media, on TikTok or
Yes,
Facebook or
yes.
Instagram. They should be able to see sense. If we allow vibrant brains to dominate social media, then the modern shift and it is comfort zone becomes not a problem, because it becomes a mentorship hub, it becomes a learning hub, it becomes a source of wisdom. But if we allow naked dancers to dominate social media, if we allow people who do funny stuff on social media to dominate social media, then I can assure you definitely we will break down in time to come, and we shall raise a generation which does not listen to us, listen to social media, and what they get exposed on social media are simply things that destroy morality, things that destroy identity, things that destroy integrity, the dignity of the young people, and mostly our culture.
Yeah, but do you see the current generation in terms of mentality softer than the previous generation in this?
Well, you see, when you talk about being soft, I want to be very sincere with you, that every generation within their seasons have their own experiences, and they are better that way. You get?
Yes.
They are better that way.
That way.
For example, I can tell you, before social media came, okay, before social media came, love was very true.
Love was true.
Love was very
There was no
true.
cheating as well.
I will give you an example. When I was in high school or primary, you know, every young person while growing will try to do love. And for us, the best things we could do that time, because there was no WhatsApp, okay, no Instagram. So the only way you could keep in touch with your girlfriend is through having a go-between. Are there still go-betweens? No, they are not there.
Unless maybe
Hey.
if that person is a coward.
These days it is matchmakings that are there. So because of that, the work of a go-between would be to deliver a letter. Are we together?
Yes.
And when you write a letter those days, the only thing you can attach to that letter is a dedication of a song. You say, I love you so much, a dedication, forevermore from Chris Brown and whatever.
Yes.
And because of that, this young girl will simply just receive a paper and read this letter with true conviction in her heart. And she believes that this person truly loves me. These days, a letter without money is not love. Are we together?
Yes.
A letter without money is not love. Love without a gift is not
love.
Is not love. So realize that every shift comes with its challenges. The shift of then and the shift of now has come with its challenges. But I want you to accept the fact that there's a lot of modern space now which is good for our generation, but extremely very dangerous.
Very good, but very
dangerous. Extremely very
dangerous.
Very dangerous. Just like I said, if we don't shape and reorganize and help the societies to ensure that the consumption of the modern days is aligned, it is going to destroy a lot of values. That's why you see these days, young people no longer pay attention to culture. Okay? Young people learn cultures from different places. Young people, even just praying these days, do you know that because of social media, most young people don't even go to church? No, I will stream mine on phone. I will stream on TikTok. And these days I can tell you, if you're not on TikTok, Even if you're a man of God, you are not trending. That's why even bishops now struggle to be where?
On TikTok.
On TikTok. And to make matters worse, that you have to speak what people want before they listen to you. I was listening to my Archbishop yesterday preaching. Before he proceeded, the Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, he had to first talk about Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because when you mention Arsenal on TikTok,
Yeah,
and you identify with that with that crew. So if we don't pay attention to that, it is going to wash away the values that we were supposed to inherit from our grandparents. It's going to wash away the cultures and a lot of languages that we're supposed to be understanding. Now, do you think this modern society, modern world has risks for young people? It does. How does it do? One, there are a lot of idle people now.
Very idle.
A lot of idle people, especially our youth. I can tell you that 60 or 70% of the young people who are on social media don't make money on social media, especially in Uganda. 80% of the young people who are on social media don't make money out of it. But what they do, every day they charge the phone, okay? It does not matter. Of course, when we were growing up, we used to take phones to charge and you pay 500. These days, everybody can charge a phone anywhere. But at the end of the day, you still pay your car. That's consumption.
Yes.
Okay? Number two, they buy data. I can tell you, somebody would rather have data than having food. If you give James right now 5,000 and he does not have data and you tell him you go and eat, he will first prefer to buy data before he buys food. But at the end of the day, what are you going to return from that data? There is nothing apart from just seeing somebody who was dancing, seeing a lady who was half naked. Are we together? So it has promoted a lot of idle minds. Okay? A lot of idle minds are on social media. That's number one. Number two, there is now a lot of immorality. And people are attracted to it. You know, if you start content on social media and you're just there advising people, encouraging people, talking to them about the word of God and encouraging, there are very few young people, there are very few people who will follow you.
Yes.
Are we together? But I can tell you, let a young girl right now post a photo which she is half dressed. In one day, she has over 10,000 followers. In one
day.
In one day. What does it mean? It is promoting immorality. And at the end of the day, the respect we used to have of a common man and a common society is now getting to be washed away. That is the second thing. Number three, idleness and creativity is getting washed away. The introduction of artificial intelligence is becoming a danger to a human brain.
I was saying, I saw someone, I think she has never been in a village. She was trying to Google on how to organize beans. I don't know how she ended up. But
so introduction of artificial intelligence is really a serious danger. That yes, it might be of great help because many of us Africans love to be lazy. And we love comfort zones that we are talking about. For example, those days, I remember when I started the EDA, Establishment Development Africa, to get somebody who writes a proposal, who can write a good proposal, was very difficult. And we used to take those people with high regard. Developing a concept, you could sit for 4 days to really package an idea and develop a concept for an activity. These days, AI can actually develop for you a concept note or a proposal in 1 minute. But because we love being lazy, we love comfort zone as people, we say, this is a very good thing. But at the end of the day, God created a man's brain to challenge situations and to challenge for ideas. That is it. So if you allow systems to replace what God created, it becomes what? A danger. I get it.
Yes.
So that is where a problem comes from. But also, even when it encourages laziness, like for example, do you know that nowadays AI can set for you exams?
yes,
Okay?
I do.
AI can set for you exams in less than 5 minutes. At the same time, it can also prepare for your marking guide. Eh?
Yes.
It can prepare for your marking
Guide.
a marking guide. Now, what will happen to teachers who used to travel for your neighbor to set exams? Are you together?
Yes.
Very soon we will have AI operating systems. Very soon we will not need accountants, because AI will be computing books and balancing books. Now we don't need proposal writers. AI does it. Everybody now is a proposal writer. Very soon we will not need the drivers. In the US, when you go to the US, there are no vehicles there. You just put direction where you want to go, and you can be able to go. So those are the dangers of AI. But besides those dangers, it also has a lot of opportunities it has come with. For example, it has simplified work. That the things you used to set to do now, it is easy for you to do them. It has simplified work. If you want to do research, you just go to your laptop and ask ChatGPT. It will give you the information you want. Now, before today, you needed to go for a journalism school for you to learn video editing, photo editing, photojournalism. Nowadays, you take a photo, you take a video, you just put there and you say AutoCAD. And AI will cut for you in less than 1 minute. 1 minute. So it has simplified that work, but it also puts the professionals on danger. Are you together?
Yes.
So if we don't wake up as young people to know how to strike a balance between the advantages and the disadvantages of the current trends, it will destroy us. Now, the biggest problem we have as young people is comfort zone. What is comfort zone? When you become contented with the things as they are. For example, if you are not doing well financially, and then you become comfortable and say, you see, for me, this is my situation. Once you become comfortable with that situation, I can tell you, you are endangered. Remember, life, success requires personal transformation. That's what I usually tell people. That in life, success requires personal transformation. That for you to achieve what you have not, you must become who you are not. So you cannot become the person you want to be by remaining the way you are.
You have to struggle.
You have to struggle. The other week, 2 weeks ago, I was in Bukedia, Kidongo Lesid. I had gone to talk to parents there. I told those parents that whereas they say that there is no situation which does not change, but there is also a situation which cannot change. And that's the situation of a lazy man. The situation does not want to transform. Because you cannot say every day that, you know, I am going to get out of poverty. When you're sleeping up to midnight, from midnight to midnight, up to midday, you are what? You are sleeping. So for you to transform in life, for you to succeed in life, you must shift from your comfort zone to where you can be able to challenge yourself. What is comfort zone? Being contented with the situation, even as bad as it is. It has destroyed so many people. There are so many people who are eating a day, once a day, and they are comfortable with it. And because they are comfortable with it, it has become a habit. You know, for me nowadays, if I just get something at 5 p.m., it is okay. My day is done. There are people who are tortured in relationships in the hope that tomorrow that man of God or that woman of God will be a better person. Comfort zone. That's how dangerous it has become. Now, because of that, now you get to a problem. You don't want to challenge it. You want to work out of it. You don't want to walk out of it. You don't want to work something from it. And then you go to social media and get quotes to comfort yourself. And yet, quotes without action does not help you. I always tell people that in life, a dream without a plan is a joke. As long as you dream and you don't plan, you are a total joker. The other day when we were having a prayer breakfast with the elected members of parliament at LOC 5 in Soroti, I told those people that betting is not the only form of gambling. Even a plan without an action is a gamble.
It's betting.
Are we together?
Yes.
So if you dream and you don't plan, you are a joker. If you plan and you don't act, you are a gambler. So we have a lot of gamblers and a lot of jokers, but they don't know. Of course, the truth is life has a lot of challenges, and this I can assure you, that everybody has something they are battling with. These days, if you go to every family, everybody is busy dealing with their problems. The children are dealing with their problems. The mother is dealing with her problems. The father is also dealing with his problem. But this is a cycle. I always tell people that in life, tough times create strong men. Strong men create easy times. Easy times create weak men.